Towards the end of his life, the treatment became palliative care, as it was clear that the treatment wasn't working, and there was no point making him sicker towards the end. So it was just managing the pain towards the end. So my name's Lottie, I'm 23 years old, and I've just finished a MRes in cancer research, and I'm about to start my PhD also in cancer research. So my dad had been having some digestive problems for a year and a half to 2 years. He went to the doctors. He went with my mum, and my sister and I stayed at home. He came back, and I came down the garden to ask how everything went. Both my parents went quiet, and my dad kind of said in a very straight voice, "I've got cancer." And that was it. I think I didn't say anything back. I just turned around, walked back up the garden into the house, went to my room, shut the door and started crying. And then later on that evening, we all got together, had a bit more of a chat about it. And that's when they gave us the details that it was stage 4 bowel cancer and that he would be starting treatment straight away. Having treatment, I think you feel like you're doing something progressively to get rid of cancer. I think we always thought that he was going to live forever just with cancer. It was a rollercoaster, as I've said. So he'd go worse and then get better again. And even to the end, when he was really bad, I think we always thought that he was going to pop back again and be his normal self. The last few weeks were quite strange because myself and my sister were both away at university, so my mum was the sole carer for my dad. And we'd come home every weekend to see him, and every weekend something would have changed. And then towards the end, he got taken into a hospice to make things easier on my mum. So I went to the hospice, and walking in the door was very strange because it didn't look like my dad. He'd had lots of painkillers, and we walked in, and he turned his head and said, "Hi, girls," turned back again, and that's the last thing he said for the next 2 days. He became unconscious pretty much, and yeah, I think when me and my sister arrived, and it wasn't just my mum anymore, that's when my dad knew it was okay to let go. So I think that was a really big moment that we were all together, and he thought, okay, my family's okay now, and I can rest again. Yeah, life has changed hugely since Dad has died. There are some positives you can take from it, as much as I would swap it to have Dad back again. I think we all appreciate life a lot more now. I think I realise the importance of realising everyone's going through something and that you might not know behind closed doors, and also not bottling things up and letting people know when you're not okay, and it is okay to not be okay. You're not the only person going through this, and other people are either going through it or have been through it or will be through it in the future. And as much as he lost his battle to cancer, hopefully we're still fighting it in his name, and in the future other people won't have to go through this.